It's all good.
Good luck.
What was the first thing you noticed that was unattractive to you?
Damn, how do I just say them as a whole?
Welcome to The Button, a speed dating show. When the button lights up red, either player may press it and swap out their date for a new person.
Get out of here.
If two people can last on a date for 10 minutes, they win an all expenses paid second date.
This is The Button.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing good. Nice to meet you. I'm Cal.
Andy.
Andy, nice to meet you. So what are you looking for? Like, why did you come on this?
I didn't experience a lot of things as a child, so like...
Why didn't you experience a lot as a child, if you want to get into that?
Because my parents were horrible.
Yeah, were they like super religious? My parents were really religious.
Not really religious, just really like strict and limiting of everything.
Yeah.
I don't talk to them anymore. Like,
Oh, interesting. And how long has it been since that?
since I have talked to them,
Yeah,
probably about 10 years.
about 10 years. That's crazy.
Fun fact about Andy.
Yeah.
They have 2 possums in their freezers right now.
So tell me about that. Why do you have 2 possums in your freezer?
Well, I found them on the road and they were very fresh, and I know one of my many hobbies is I preserve dead little creatures in jars. Only ones I find. I don't kill them myself. That's cheating.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go, I find bones. I don't know why. It's just...
Wait, that's crazy. What do you
It's
mean, like
like
just
a weird-
outside?
Yeah, it's just like a weird ability.
I've never seen a bone in public in my life.
I'm
That's
like
crazy.
I'm like a metal detector, but for bones. Take me to the park and I'll find you a bone.
I think because I'm like I was raised in a very like family oriented, even though my parents are strict, it's sometimes hard for me to be with people who aren't
Yeah.
as oriented with their families, you know?
So it wasn't the bones?
It wasn't the bones. No, the bones were great. No, and it wasn't the preserving dead animals. No, those were great things. Hello. Nice to meet you. I'm Cal.
Mandy.
Mandy, nice to meet you. So what would you like if you're starting to go on like a first date with a partner? Like what are things that you enjoy doing?
I like going to like places out like where there's like activities and stuff, like
Right.
you know, like board game cafes. I'm not a very outdoorsy person, but like going to the dog park, like that kind of thing. Like
Ooh, that might be hard. Like I'm a pretty fully like all I do is outdoors.
Yeah.
That's for 40 hours of my week. I'm such a capitalist slave that it's like sometimes it's like I
Right.
just want to be like far away from the city and as far away from possible, you know?
That's fair.
So I go on like I just like being out.
I think for that reason I'm gonna
Yeah.
first, but
No, that's totally fine.
otherwise you seem totally
Yeah, you
and
seem
that's
very
really
cool
not
too.
that-
Yeah, I just don't think we have our hobbies
Yeah,
are a little
yeah,
different.
yeah,
It was so
yeah.
nice
It
to
was
meet
so
you.
good to
Yeah,
meet
have a
you.
good one.
Yeah, you too.
Hello.
Hi.
Isaiah.
Mandy.
Andy.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you as well. I'm loving the piercing, and I see the whole like button set.
My flair.
Yeah, is that like anything special to you, or like what's going on there?
I have like my cat. Yeah.
It's all good. I just don't see myself becoming like super attracted to you and like working with the aesthetic. Like, it's just a different look.
What was the first thing you noticed that was unattractive to you?
Damn, how do I just say them as a whole? Hello, Isaiah.
I'm Ambrose. Nice to meet you.
Ambrose?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm already loving the looks that you're serving. Okay, yeah.
Me too.
Tell me about your dynamics and what you look for in poly relationships.
I'm not looking for like a primary partner. I have a primary partner.
All right.
So, and I have 2 kids. I'm really busy, and I like to be upfront about that.
I am 23. I don't know if that's
Oh.
too young. So I am 23. So like I'm still like young 20s. Turned 21 during COVID. Like I'm really just still starting my life in the nightlife scene. So
You're very cute, but you're so young. I'm 34, so it's just a little
understandable.
It's
Good
really
luck.
nice meeting you. Thank
Nice
you.
meeting you as well.
Hi.
I'm Alexa.
I'm Ambrose. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So, what are you looking for here?
Like I have a primary partner that's still that I'm committed to, and that's
Yeah.
going to be my primary. I am a very romantic person, so I'm definitely looking for someone that I can have like a very close relationship with, but not necessarily like moving in. But like, what about you?
I really just like connections with people and enjoying them how they are.
Yeah.
So I have a very limited amount of time, so I don't have like the full,
Yeah.
attention to be able to commit that to somebody and spend a lot of time with them.
What do you mean when you say you don't have a lot of time?
So I have 2 kids, 2 jobs, a primary partner. Weekends are like pretty much my only time to hang out, which is.
I'm so sorry. I don't think I'm very good with kids, especially.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's all right. They don't really like hanging out with adults either.
Okay, good.
Well, thank you.
It was nice to
meeting
meet you. Have a good one. I'm Alexa.
Alexa, it's good to meet you. I'm Emma.
Nice to meet you, Emma. I like your earrings.
Thank you.
I like your whole outfit.
Thank you so much. I feel like we have like competing aesthetics.
I know a
here.
little bit. I'm a little
We have a lot of earth
neutrals.
tones. Do you usually wear a lot of like
I
neutrals?
definitely prefer like browns, but I love pops of color.
Yeah.
I think that was green
Thank
and
you
purple.
so
I
much.
love it.
I appreciate it. So tell me, like, how do you date? How do you do non-monogamy?
I have a primary partner. They live in Chicago, so it's a long distance relationship. So I'm kind of really just open and curious and excited to meet people and kind of explore that kind of relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you?
I've been like poly kind of my whole adult life. I definitely approach polyamory in a very like non-hierarchical way, whatever, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I like that and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
This is it's a little bit new to me, and I've like my partner has other partners and that's been working really well for me, and I'm definitely like interested in meeting someone who's more well versed in it.
Yeah.
Emma, do you think you can be a good teacher?
Oh, I'm an excellent teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah, I work in education.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I originally was a preschool teacher, but now I'm a nanny.
Okay.
Which
Yeah.
is probably not maybe applicable to like how good I am at like dating, but I really love like dating and relationships, and I consider myself like a little bit of a like relationship nerd. What about you? What kind of things are you a nerd about?
I'm a huge nerd about picture frames, which is very niche.
I love that shit. I love the special interest that I don't know anything about frames.
Wait, Alexa,
Yes.
can you look deep into Emma's eyes and in a sexy voice explain the sexiest parts of picture framing?
Okay, the sexiest parts of picture framing.
Sexy voice.
Okay, so I'd have to say the sexiest part of picture
Sexier.
framing is, I'm trying,
You're doing great.
just like this very fancy type of glass that's anti-glare and 99% UV protected,
Sexy.
and it will make your art very sexy.
Is it expensive?
Yes.
Hot.
Fun fact about Emma,
Yes.
she took a fisting workshop.
Have you ever engaged with fisting?
Maybe at some point.
Maybe.
Who knows?
You don't know? I think you know it.
Probably.
Right?
Probably.
I would hope so.
Yeah, I did enjoy it.
I'm not going to press the
I won't
button.
press the button either. So how did your journey with that kind of start? Like,
I've always been a like horny little guy. What's your relationship with like sex and sexuality?
I have a complicated relationship with sex. There was many years where I actually identified as asexual.
Okay. So do you still identify as asexual?
I would say I have my days. It depends.
Yeah.
Like in relationship, if I become the caretaker in relationship, my sex drive goes away.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Are you a bottom?
I am a bottom.
Yeah. What kind of, do you think I'm a bottom? What do you think my
I don't
bottom
know.
is?
I kind of think you're a top because you learned how to fist a little bit, or a switch at least.
I mean, I learned about fisting as a general topic. No, I'm very switchy.
Okay.
But like I think for a long time I had like a fuckboy phase, and I was like
Okay.
very like, no, I'm a top only, and like I think in some ways that was me just sort of compensating for the fact that it's like difficult to receive pleasure and like get a bunch of sexual attention, but like
I know, that's interesting because I'm like in the
we just
opposite.
ignored the button. That's,
We did.
That's a good sign.
I know it is.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I feel like there's a vibe here.
I feel like we've
Yeah,
got
it
here.
definitely is a vibe here.
So I'm gonna go red one more time, and if you still wanna push me, you can. And if you don't, I think we have a match.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm not gonna push it. Did we win?
I think we did win. Oh my gosh, I'm so lucky. Thank God it was you that walked out here.
Yes!
Hi.
You have matched. Alexa, do you feel like Emma's gonna be a good teacher?
I think so. I think so, and that's what I'm looking for.
Sounds good.